War never changes, but men change. Transgender. Wait, transgender. wait. Is that what my identity? I'm transgender. Oh, yeah, but men do change. I mean, listen, a lot of them became women, and some women became men. I don't know what game this is. If I didn't know better, I would have been like, wait, is this showers on bind? But I know that's not bind. That tile texture is not on bind. What game is this? Someone's got to know. Is this a Counter-Strike lobby? No, I don't know. If somebody knows what this is from, please in the comments, let me know. Hey, they're kids. Whether you be a bash kid or not a bash kid, I'm not going to judge, whichever you may be. I think I might be sold on kids because it means you're also little foxes as well. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? I hope you've been having a good week. I understand if you're in America right now, the day that this video is going up, Thanksgiving has already happened. If you remember, you got this right before Thanksgiving, so I hope that was well timed. But happy holidays, everybody. And, hey, it's a third video. So, you want some memes? Huh? Do you want some memes? Would you like some memes? Would you like some memes? Good, because I got some for you anyways. Have fun. Me and the boys taking our Transmasc friend on his first trip to Jupiter. 07 boys, 07. I'm very proud of you for taking your fellow guy to Jupiter, 07. I mean, as we all know, Jupiter is the trans planet, so thank you for taking him there. But you thought I was gonna say the other thing? No, listen, just go have fun. Go be yourselves. I'm not going to even remotely get into that. All I'm gonna say is, hell yeah, 07. I'm very proud of you all for taking your boy to Jupiter. You should make sure that you take him to Mars next too. All right, just be sure to take him to Mars. I'll take all the ladies to Venus. Some girls take pills. Did I take my pills today already? No, well, some girls take shots. Come on, Sam. It's only once a week. You got this. Boing. Some girls use gel. Wow, Mama's so pretty. And some do whatever this is. Don't know why people complain about not seeing results. This was almost too easy. Where can I find one of those? Like, seriously though, but like I'd be okay with wearing a little crown all day, every day. I would, even if I had to, I would get it yes. I would do anything to keep it on top of my head, anything. At the same time, there are many ways for people to take HRT. And, sometimes it's going to be easier for some people to take pills. Sometimes it's going to be a lot easier to take injections or to do gel. Some of it just varies based off of like how your body reacts to it. So be sure to give it a try and kind of see, talk to your doctor and see what would work best for you. There's various ways to take HRT. All right. Unfortunately for me, because I don't really have anything outside of content creation, I can only do pills because that's the cheapest way to do so in the American health system. Otherwise, I would give injections a try. Hey, Frank. Yeah? You will never be a woman. I hope those laughs were good. Anyways. That's the point. That's the point for all my trans guys out there. That's the fucking point. Also for some of my non-binary people out there, that's the whole fucking point, ain't it? Ain't it? Well, listen, we love friends who are allies that will make these stupid little jokes. God, I know my wife has looked at me every once in a while and been like, hey cat, you'll never be a man. I'll just be like, God, ow, how could you hurt my ego like that? Oh no, what will I ever do? Anyways. Turns out she is a lesbian. I am a woman. And neither of us are Mormon. Lol. Nothing more classically LDS than two wives. You know what though? You both look great. I just want to say you both look great. And because I have family who are Mormon, funny. But yeah, your identity doesn't change. You can pick whatever religion you want. you don't really pick your identity. You might learn more about your identity later on, but you know, your identity picks you. You don't pick it. You do pick the religion though. Lilith, Ashley, Nix, Arson. Fact, if you're not gay on the computer, then Alan Turing died for nothing. Well, it's a good thing I'm a lesbian, isn't it? I mean, listen, yeah, 100%. Listen, if you're not already gay, then I guess it's time to be gay. There's no other way. So sorry. I'm doing my part. Hi, you're that famous cryptid expert, right? Can I come inside? What? No! Why would I invite someone who is clearly a vampire inside? Please, just hear me out. I'm here to see if maybe you can cure my curse. Why should I believe you? What kind of vampire wishes to undo their monstrous immortality? I promise, I speak true. Let me explain. I once willingly sought this curse in order to help with another. I needed time and power to aid in my quest to transition myself to a feminine form. But now I look as I should, feel like myself. I wish to return to humanity. I want to end my bloodthirst to feel the sun on my skin. But most of all, I just want to see my reflection and be happy and finally a pretty girl. Fine. I get it. I'll help you out. This is so real, but also so adorable. I don't know. I think the bloodlust might be worth it. I just, just maybe potentially, I would say that the bloodlust worth it. But also, I'm kind of into vampires, so yeah. Oh, yeah. But again, I'd be willing to do anything to just get the right form. Me. T. Yeah. Also, just in nature, facts. Hell yeah, my guy. Get that tea to get your mane. Get that beard. Or whatever it is that you want. You know, whatever it is you're looking forward to getting off a tea. Hell yeah. Chickens do the same thing too. Like, whatever hen, if it's all hens and there's no rooster, one of the hens will become a rooster. Like, they'll fully transition. It's really cool. Nature's crazy. Like, if there is a lack of diversity in the population, if there's like no man to be seen, one of them becomes a guy. And there's plenty of animals that do the opposite, where they go from being a male to a female. I mean, mostly in fish and reptiles, but still, it's out of nature. It's a thing. It is a thing. I spent my whole life working toward being a woman, only to have it ruined by having a penis. So real, though. I really would appreciate just not having this thing. I really, in all honesty, I just want to yuck it off my body as far as I can, because in all honesty, I don't need it. I don't want it, period. Just get rid of it. Any reason, just get it gone and off of my body. That's all I can really ask for. And it's just like, bleh. Daisy K. Coach used to mock me for not wanting to take my shirt off for shirts and skins. What are you, a girl? Actually, yeah, I am. It always felt weird to take my shirt off for like shirts versus skins. I was so happy to be always on the shirt side. It was the best feeling. And yeah, whatever, coach. Womp womp. Oh my god, you're a T-girl? Good girl. Ma'am, I'm an adult woman. Being called a woman or a trans woman is a nice thing. It feels appropriate and not othering of myself. Don't ever call me a T-girl unless you want to swallow a bag of old hammers. Okay, so there are multiple reasons why don't ever call trans women T-girls. For starters, it's a porn category. It's gross. It's fetishizing. It's disgusting. The other reason is because it's like infantilizing us in general. It's the same thing with like trans men. Don't say T-boy. Don't do that. All right, they're trans men, they're trans guys, Transmasc, and then for us it's trans women, trans gals, trans femme, because otherwise it's just so disgusting. It's either you're fucking like infantilizing us or you're fetishizing us, and it's both of those are bad. But at the same time, like, consent on the good girl thing, hello? Like, yeah, I like it sometimes from certain people, but not everybody. I don't like it from everybody. I understand. I say, that's a good girl. And that's a good point. A lot, and that's kind of what my content has like slightly not fully devolved to. It's evolved from that, but it's just one of the things of like, that is something that you all kind of opt in for. Just don't do that to random people. Just, if you find someone out as a trans girl, don't do that. All right, I do that for like the memes and for like this video, and a lot of you are extremely aware of that by this point. Some of you are not because you're new, and that's okay. Hi, welcome. My name's Cafe Foxtail. I'm also known as Cat. Hello, everybody. My name's Cat, probably better known as Cafe Foxtail. I know some of you got that reference. You got the last time I made it. Congrats to you. But hi, this is my content. It's what I do. It's what a lot of you come for. But at the same time, there's a little line. There's a line where, yeah, I do this because a lot of you seek it, but that doesn't mean that I want it myself. And there's some people who don't want it themselves either. Like, it's fine. It's okay. All right? Get consent first, you know, or yeah, of course, if they're begging with those little puppy dog eyes of theirs, sure, then that's okay. But just not randomly, please. At ProgChamps, when bullies in middle school told me I was gay and a girl, they really weren't kidding. No, they were not. It did the same here. Every time I was always made, because I was very emotional. I would cry sometimes and end up in very emotional situations, and all I ever heard was, oh, you're just a girl, you're just a girl, you're just a girl. And then it ended up being because I wore pink and I did more feminine things, I was then called, oh, gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. And it's just like, God damn it, you're so right. I am a girl and I'm gay. Hell yeah. So I don't know how many of my school bullies would even remotely would be okay with that now that I think about that. I don't know. I don't really interact with them anymore. So yeah, never really did. I will say it was weird that one of them did apologize to me, not like long after our 5-year graduation anniversary. So yeah. Strange. Who taught you as a kid that transgender even exist? You did. You wouldn't stop talking about them. Well, actually, as you see, I fucked up. This is just like Dare all over again. It's like, holy hell. Hello? So now you're going to be complaining about trans people and like the ways to access HRT and how to like get help to be able to figure out if you're trans or not? Oh my God, you're helping us out more than you're hurting us in some cases. I mean, you're still hurting us because all the legislation. But get wrecked. This is proof that we'll never disappear at all. We're here to stay. If the government declares trans women are men, the opportunities are enormous. NBC wishes to assure its viewership that these enormous jiggling breasts are fully compliant with applicable FCC guidelines. Listen, I've seen this before, I've heard this before, and I think it is a perfect way to throw it back into their face. But if they're going to say that my titties are not sexual because they're not titties on a woman, but they're titties on a man, fine. Hashtag free the titties. I will go topless. I will walk around topless. And if you get mad and be like, oh God, we don't put those away. That's breasts are sexual. Why you need? I'm sorry, but you said that they were not because these are man titties. Yeah, you didn't think about that one now, did you? Whoopsie. But also, hashtag free the titties. There's nothing sexual about breasts, period. Transfem. I wish I was a girl in childhood and teenage years. How is your girlhood like? Me, Transmasc. How do I feel about my girlhood? All right, ladies, if you want to know how the girlhood is for trans men, think about how your boyhood was for you. Let's not ask trans men how their girlhoods was. Of course it was miserable. Hello? Go find your cis friends. Talk to your cis friends. Okay, listen, I can maybe understand if you were completely unaware of the fact that the person may have been transmasc. That's one thing. That's a conversation for the two of you to have. But if you know that they're transmasc, don't ask them this question, period. I think you can infer how their girlhood was. It's the same as your boyhood. Miserable, terrible, constantly depressed, probably felt a lot out of their body, confused about who they were, couldn't really think about anything other than, damn, I wish I was a boy. So yeah, but come on, girls. Also, this kind of goes the same thing as Transmasc. Please don't ask trans women how their boyhood was. Just don't. It's the same. It's about the same. When I was around 12 years old, I wore women's clothing for the first time. I couldn't help myself but just look in the mirror and frown. I knew even at that age I was a girl, but raiding through my mom's wardrobe without her knowledge made me feel incredibly guilty. Eventually, my mother caught me wearing her clothes. Pretty soon, both my parents interrogated me, asking an abundance of questions. 3 of those questions they asked me took me by surprise, and to this day, I still regret not answering correctly on how I actually felt. They asked me, do you feel like you're in the wrong body? Are you transgender? Do you feel like a girl? I felt like I was being put on the spotlight, terrified that my mom and dad would think differently of me, or worse, disown me. So I blurted out, "No!" I was lying. I really wish I can give my 12-year-old self a big hug and reassuring her that everything will turn out okay in the long run. Turns out it did. 12-year-old me would be so proud for making it this far. I think one of the things that a lot of us probably struggle with, especially like me as a kid, because I had very similar experiences of going to my mom's wardrobe, putting on her dresses, trying on very parts of her outfits and clothing, and kind of just seeing like what would work. And for the longest time, I hid it because I thought it was a fetish, and I thought maybe I was going to be judged because small town in Missouri where it's extremely conservative. So yeah, it's one of the things of. Now I would tell my younger self, trust our mother. No, seriously, trust her mom. She really is our biggest ally and our biggest supporter. And I think the thing for her specifically is the fact that she's going to be happy that she finally has a daughter. It's you. And I would hope that would help my younger self out, but hard to say. My childhood was a lot, and especially if you grew up in like a religious household around conservative people and in a, I wouldn't say quite conservative space, but like if you grew up during the late 90s and early aughts, homophobia was everywhere, and you could easily infer how that would translate to transphobia. So I don't think I ever blame people for coming out later, and that's fine. You came out when it was most appropriate for you, and you came out when it was most comfortable for you. There's a lot of pressures that I don't think a lot of us take into consideration, and it's okay. It's going to be okay. Attack. Why are you transphobic? As somebody who has cats, 3 of them to be more specifically, cats will attack anything that you cherish because they want more of it. Those little rat bastards. It's terrible. I hate it. Please leave my stuff alone and let me enjoy it. You little bastard. Just know it's out of love, though. I think. I don't know. It's hard to read cats sometimes. It's really hard to read cats sometimes. Choosing a gender-neutral name is pretty great. Oh yeah, name's Darcy. Nice. No one thinks twice when I introduce myself. And don't look like a boy. This is Darcy. She has been studying here. Oh my god. But then morons get added to the mix. I feel this. Oh my god. My preferred name, not cat, the one that I usually use. Every time I say it, it always gets mixed up for the male counterpart. And it's just like, why? So it's just, it's a real struggle out there sometimes, especially like if you have gender neutral names and maybe you don't pass and you kind of still look like you're assigned gender at birth, but like, I'm sorry you all have to go through that. I know that pain and I know how bad it is and it sucks. So hang in there. I know you're going to do great and I know you're going to do fantastic. And with enough time, that those morons they'll disappear. Just remember, you got to choose your spaces. It's a trans person, isn't it? The news. Yeah, girl. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, accurate. Edit there. It's just some media sources call themselves the news, but they really never have been, and they are not actually news, period. And you all know which ones I'm talking about. Yeah, stupid culture war bullshit. When I was just starting to question my gender, I went to the local thrift store to grab some affirming clothes. Still not sure of how I felt about myself. I was struggling to find something that felt comfortable. I was horribly uncomfortable being in the women's section. Everything felt too out there until I found something that looked safe. I mean, anyone can wear a flannel, right? Little did I know just how important this flannel became to me. because for the first time, I was able to truly see that not only was transition possible, I was going to be beautiful in the end. And I thank my flannel for that. Heck yeah. However, or like whatever piece of clothing makes you feel the most comfortable to be the gender that you would want to explore, heck yeah. Listen, it could just be a flannel. It could just be a crop top. It could just be a bra or whatever it may be. It could be a tux or a shirt, or I know for my trans guys, possibly a binder to kind of like finally see your chest be flat. Well, maybe flatter than it's been in the past, but whatever works and makes you feel most comfortable and the gender that you would present, fantastic. As a fellow flannel enjoyer here, it's like the whole Midwest vibe. It's seriously, it's just the Midwest vibe. It's just, especially if you're like into the Midwest emo scene, it is such a vibe and it's so good and it just fits. It works with everything and it's such a good look. Trust. Flannels are really good. Ladies, if you haven't tried a flannel, try a flannel. They really do go with everything. Part of my medical transition treatment plan is vocal feminization. I have speech-language pathology sessions with a student clinician at a local college. Caitlin, student clinician, SLP in training. Alex, Caitlin's guinea pig lady in training. Say, Now try again. But when smiling, that mouth position changes the tone of your voice and shapes it to have a more feminine quality. I should have known being a woman would involve being told to smile more. Damn. I mean, okay, yeah, you're not wrong. The face of the clinician, just like, God damn it. Yeah. But, I mean, there's a lot to vocal training, and there are a lot of resources that are wonderful for it. Hey, there's a lot of wonderful resources out there. You can go check out Yuko, you can go check out Fairy Princess Lucy, you can go check out Seattle Voice Labs, you can go check out Trans Voice Lessons, and you can go check out Renee. There's a lot of people out there who are helping trans women with vocal training, whether it be for free or monetarily, whichever it may be. There's a lot of resources. And if you're looking for something maybe a little bit cheaper, go check your local universities. Go see if they have programs where it is a physical therapist trying to help with people recovering their voices and trying to maybe make them a little bit more feminine or masculine. Whatever it may be, go check. There are a ton of resources. I know recently, I just speaking from a little bit of experience here, not for voice training, but going to a local university to have them help you out with things such as like dentistry or medicine or glasses is so cheap, especially if you don't have insurance. So maybe something to go check and maybe to go look into. But hey, you have options available to you. When somebody asked me how I came up with my name, but it's literally just a feminine version of my dead name. I mean, yeah, if it works for you, then it works for you. There are a lot of names out there that are very gender neutral that I think work for both male and female, or androgynous people, whatever it may be. Like, if you want to have a name, if it works for you, then it works for you. Like, there are various versions of names that I think both are, like, they have the male and female version of the name. And then they'll have like kind of the name just be androgynous as it is, especially if you go into nicknames and everything. Just like name 3 off the top of my head. You have Alex, you have Taylor, you have Sam. All 3 of these are very gender neutral names that they can have. Yes, I do know some Taylors who are guys, by the way. Don't at me and be like, Candy. Yeah, I do know some, all right? But the thing is, it's just like there are like, there's not really gender tied to a name. Yes, we associate masculinity and femininity to some names more so than others. There's also like variations of names like Nicole and Nicholas, or Samuel and Samantha, and there's like others. And I'm just speaking for the English language, by the way. I don't know about other languages, but I'm sure that there are plenty. I actually could think of probably a few in Spanish now that I think about it. I'm not going to listen because we would be here forever. But still, there's a lot of variations to a lot of names, and you get to pick the name that you want. All right? Cool. Also, that's a very sick name that you chose. I hope you're proud of it. When I, male 29, was a young boy, male 7, my father, male 35, took me into the city, X167, to see a marching band, M23, M21, M22, F22, M24, M25, F21, He said, son, M7, when you grow up, F33, would you be... Wait, what? Ooh, a little twist to the Black Parade there, I see. I really like that. When I was Literally, I just one little note. Just one little note. And everybody knows what this song is. An entire generation knows this song. Have fun! But honestly, at the same time, I love this as like a little bit of headcanon. Can this just be the canon for that song? Please? Hey, Gerard Way, if you ever see this, please? Or could you make a version of this? I mean, like, listen, just throwing it out there, it'd be very interesting. Just, Dad? Yeah? Who is this sad girl from Grandma's photo album? Oh, that's me. Huh? Dad, you're trans? Why have you never told me that? Yeah, well, you never asked. Listen. We don't have to fucking tell you everything. Hey, listen, if you didn't ask, none of your business. Now then, if they want to share that information with you freely, then they're more than welcome to do so. They don't have to. Listen, we don't force people to out themselves, now do we? Yeah, that's what I thought. We don't do that. We just let people be people, and we just let them enjoy themselves and be who they want. If they want to share that information with you, fantastic. Then they can share that information with you. But they don't always have to. But hell yeah to having a trans parent. Heck yeah. Are you a boy or a girl? I really want to choose girl. Because I'm curious. No other reason. But what if someone sees me playing as a girl? They'll think I'm weird. I'll just choose boy to be safe. Oh, word. What's up, bro? My man, check this out. Choose your pocket monster, boss. Sick, right? Chest bump. And I never played the game again. It's always so painful. I know whenever I was growing up and I was kind of always in this hazy state of whether or not if I was going to be bullied for playing a female character or a male character, but I ended up coming up with various reasons why I was playing women. The first one was, well, I really like the slender body type because I myself am a slender person and they always make the men these big, bulky, strong guys. And I'm not that. I'm more of a lithe, flexible, very small, petite person. And I would really appreciate that. And then it came under question a little bit more. I was like, I just want a nice butt to look at. Yeah, totally. And then it was, hip boxes. Yeah. It was never the hip boxes, and it was never the butts, and it was never, honestly, wanting a thinner character. It was because I was a woman, 100%. Because there were male characters that came out that were also a little bit thinner and everything, but like, it still just didn't vibe with me. I felt more seen as a woman, and I felt like I was actually playing as myself. But also, yeah, I think I would stop playing again if I forced myself to play a guy. Like just now, I've already played Commander Shepard as a guy. I honestly preferred my Fem Shep run way more, so yeah. I play only female characters because I don't want to watch a dude's ass all day. I mean, not really. Listen. It's a fashion, right? It's a fashion. We get so many more options for fashion if we play as women. That's what it is. Yeah. No, but also, it's just one of the things of like, I mean, listen, are there guys who play women that aren't trans? Yeah, that's a thing. That totally is an okay reason. But maybe you should think a little bit about putting on the skirt and some thigh highs and maybe putting on a crop top. Hey, you could be a femboy. You could be a femboy. I'm just saying. Oh, bitch of the lake, what is your wisdom? If you want to pass, then you have to shape your eyebrows. Rip and tear until it's done. No, but seriously, not gonna lie, getting your eyebrows waxed or threaded, whichever one you want to do, threading hurts a lot, but waxing, it's so nice. If anything, just go get waxed to have that experience because, oh my God, the hot wax on your brow feels so good. It's just amazing. And it really helps. It really helps to be able to like shape your eyebrow just a little bit so that way you look more feminine. It does. It helps a lot. It's especially a lot of like surgery whenever it comes to like transitioning, like doing facial feminization surgery. It's a bunch of little minor changes that add a lot. That tiny little change of getting your eyebrows shaped does a ton. It's amazing, and I love it. Actually, I need to get mine shaped sometime soon. I should go do that. You should go do that. My dog is terrified of men, but regularly drags me to the desk of a trans woman in my office so they can have a cuddle. The gender-affirming dog in question. Oh, look at the pup! Look at how cute they are! Like the little smile too! Ugh, so good. So good. Hell yeah. Listen, I'm always here for pups or like for animals who are always gender affirming, whether it be, you know, the dog who is too afraid of men, but then they go up to a trans woman, or, you know, the dog that only loves men, but they go up to trans guys. Hell yeah. The most gender affirming thing possible is having a dog like that. Ugh, it's so good. Hey there, are you awake? Maybe? Sorta, probably not. Either way, whatever you may be, awake or asleep, or maybe it's somewhere in between, or, you know, outside. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge on where you are in, like, what state you're in. But hey, it's the end of the video, and I gotta wrap this stuff up. But I do want to give a huge thank you to all my patrons, my YouTube members, and my Twitch subscribers. You all are absolutely amazing and fantastic, and I can't express how much I really appreciate your support. So thank you so much for being you. And I understand some of you can't subscribe on any of those platforms, and that's okay. Seriously, just watching these videos all the way through helps tremendously, and it does so much to help out this channel. So I haven't done this in a while, but if you really enjoyed this video, if you've been enjoying this content, please be sure to leave a like and a subscription. You don't have to leave a comment if you don't, but if you do, you know, just leave some cat smileys. Leave some cat smiles in chat, all right? Put some cat smileys in the comments, all right? And, you know, maybe come say hi to me over on Twitch, because then you might get some moments like this where sometimes my wife likes to invade my streams.
What am I supposed to do now, chat? My wife is gay!
Well, womp womp sucks to suck. Okay. Ah, shit. Well, why would you do this? Tell her your ex-girlfriend wife I said hi. Goddess says hi.
Ex-girlfriend wife?
Yeah, that's what Goddess said. Yeah. Goddess, I let my ex-girlfriend, I let them know that you said hi, so thank God she's now my wife. The cursed timeline. Gotta toss her out for the new model? What? I can't afford a new model!
Oh, I think wife was the new model for girlfriend.
Oh, that's fine. All right, it's a super secret outro. It's the super secret outro that not everyone gets to see. Yeah, you're part of the, I think it's like 10%. You're part of the 10% of people who actually wait and watch this little bit. Thank you. And I just want you to know that I'm very proud of you for everything that you've done today, that you were able to do yesterday, and that you'll be able to do tomorrow. All right, you made it this far, done an amazing job, and I know that you will do an even better job tomorrow. You're doing great, right? Keep up the good work, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.